Weird. I don't know what's going on. Upload seems to be fine. I switched servers though. And it's stable for now. I see where it keeps dipping a little bit. But hi. How far did I get last night? Today, hold on. Today should be the last day of the investigation, if I recall correctly. I mean, there can only be 3 days. Oh, dude, they approved it. Well, there you go. Hex will be so happy. He's been pushing that for like forever. Smire seems a little bit better. Anyways, hi. I'm not going to be on cam very long. Not very long. But, I wanted to show this off. I got my official Monster Hunter mug today, and it's really cool and really big. And I can't show you anything because it's full of water. But I got it today and I was really excited. Most exciting thing in my life, getting something to drink from. We've moved up from... I really like this one though. This was like my favorite until that one. It's just so tiny. I can only fit like 8, maybe 6 ounces of water in this. I can fill this with a liter. When am I gonna fill it with booze? When I have some money. When I have some money. Wow. Yes, it's me live on cam. Where'd I get the mug? I got it off the eCapcom store from Japan. And I had to use like a proxy service to purchase it because you need a Japanese address because they don't ship internationally. And it was kind of expensive, but Aisha was really nice and got it for me for like an early birthday present, so. I don't think you can see the logo on the wall. And you can fill it with a liter of cola. Yes, you can. And they also have a 2-liter version. Anyways, that's it. That's all I wanted to do. Show off for a minute. I get really self-conscious when, like, talking, like, reading the dialogue and seeing my face at the same time. It's really odd for me. So I'm gonna leave it off until we finish Phoenix Wright. Anyways, last night we're in case 4, 3rd day. We have to complete the investigation. We learned that it was impossible that Edgeworth killed, Robert Hammond, and we believe the true murderer is the boatman. It's probably laced with poison. Nah. What else? I don't know. But you know, we're gonna win this for Edgeworth and poop all over Von Karma in a way that he will not appreciate. Totally not Richard Hammond from Top Gear or John Hammond from Jurassic Park. Can I put Miku in the courtroom? That'd be a great idea if I only planned ahead. I also just got back from the gym, so I feel horrible, and I feel like I look horrible right now. So, anyways, hi. Explain a way of pooping on Von Karma that he would appreciate. I don't know. I don't want to assume. The gun is actually the murderer. How awful. Let's see. A memory of a crime I committed. Yeah, oh yeah, he brought this up and he didn't say anything about it. A memory of murder. Why do I feel I'm just really drained. Do you think Mr. Edgeworth killed... ... I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory's been troubling him recently. But he never takes someone's life. Never! Nick? Oh. Oh, and Larry totally saved us yesterday. He just like showed up and decided to testify, and he saved us from getting a guilty verdict. What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh yes, I do remember Faint. Right on. Tell me the truth. It was love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Uh-huh. Me? I've also almost drank all my water. I think you can do better than that. Come on. I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me, yeah. You know, bow before your hero. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. Not intentionally, but you did. This is California. So... That boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious, even though we just kind of claimed that he was the murderer. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Didn't they let him go? Way to spoil the mood, Larry. But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. How's this stream going? It's great. I've been here for a whole 5 minutes. It's going fantastic. I'm gonna believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Is it Larry, really? Oh, and man, it's Larry. Not me. What went on since you last... I don't know when you were last here. A lot of things, maybe. Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick? Why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? A couple days ago? Oh man, a couple days ago we were like on 2 trials. A lot of things. You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait. Was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. Hi, Doormat. They saved me, Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know. In the 4th grade. It was the beginning of spring, 4th grade. I was on trial. A class trial. A class trial? A class trial. You remember, Larry? Spring, 4th grade? A kid in my class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Oh, yeah. Now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyways, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. Oh! Everest, thanks for the resub. Welcome back. It's nice to see you again this month. How are you? So, they thought you did it? Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. I didn't do it! Guilty, he didn't! Guilty, it was you, thief! Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Apologize to the class, Phoenix. A+ voice acting, thank you. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went over to where the boy was sitting. That's when it happened. You shouldn't have to apologize. I think that's what Edgeworth would sound like as a child. I'm not gonna continue it though. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Miles? It wasn't you who stole the money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. You thinking I was a cult school? No, it's just a regular school in California. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, this is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Yeah, scenic Tokyo, California. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were always friends. Wow, I had no idea. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Wait, what? Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm gonna become a defense attorney just like my dad. This is an even younger Edgeworth. A famous defense attorney. I know, he said he took the day off, but he was at the trial, so I'm really confused on what he means. He was clearly there in the flashback. I don't know what they meant by that. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right, I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later that I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, Dark Suspicions of Demon Attorney. What? Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him to learn why he'd become who he became. That's when I decided. Hey, you don't mean that's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? Really? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believed in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So is that why you helped me out for free? Yeah. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Hi, Bubbler. We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? What do you think I am trying to do? Wait, what? Oh yeah, I paid for my month of WoW with just like my old gold that I had sitting around that I never used. And I've got like 3 months lined up. The new system's really nice, but I guess if you had to go out and farm it, it'd probably be easier to just get money for the subscription. But if you have like extra, there you go. Boom. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. What evidence? What did I throw away? Throwing away evidence doesn't seem like a good idea. But I guess I don't. It doesn't matter. So where should we go to first? Let's go see Gumshoe. Hype for Demon Hunter? I don't know. I'd like to see more gameplay of it. They like showed nothing at all. I have no idea how it plays other than you like walk around and do skills like every other class. But you can charge at nothing, which is cool, I guess. Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today. Oh. Really? He said there was some guy who he had to arrest by tomorrow. Oh, yeah, the boat shop caretaker. I guess we can go to the boat rental shop. I'm sure he's there. Don't forget the double jump. Oh yeah, you can double jump. That is like one of the most useful passives that still exists. Wait, huh? Did you say you snapped your tie in half? Did I read that wrong? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch the criminal. I don't know how you snap a tie unless it's clip-on. No one can go into the woods today, so what am I gonna do? Oh, just where Lana was, so okay. But he's very clearly not wearing a clip-on ever, so I don't understand. Anyways, let's go find clues for... I guess we'll go to the boat place. That seems like a good place to go. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's been too busy with the trial to show up for work. So there's nothing to do here either. I am going to check this garbage can every single day. That's like the perfect place to throw away evidence. Dang it. It's gonna happen. Eventually. Everyone should play Final Fantasy 15 and get on Gilgamesh. But I'm already on the other one that I don't remember the name. Excalibur. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Ahem. Oh, it's Grossberg. Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not sure about that. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. I think my problem with Final Fantasy 15 story is it requires so much traveling. You're just moving from one point to another most of the time, not really doing anything, just talking to someone. And then you get to do something, and then you travel for like another 5 quests. And it was really frustrating, and I just stopped reading them. I was like, I don't care anymore. With WoW, you can just, like, you got the whole thing right there. You can read it if you want. Let's go in the shack. Oh, we can go in the safe now. 1228, right? Hello, hello, Squark. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, hello, Squark. Oh, 14, I'm sorry. We must have read it as 15. Hello, hello, Squark. Polly, what's the number for the safe? 1228. Oh. 1228, Squark. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Ah, boring. There's no name or signature on it. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth. Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now is your time to get your revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here, in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know. But it looks like these instructions are instructions for the caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written the letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Gotta search the rest of this poop hole. This garbage can is the one. Here we go. Ah! What's wrong? Huh. Oh, never mind. What? Tell me. Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. You're showing a Pink Princess special this week. Oh. See? That's why I didn't want to tell you. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something, maybe. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly, he says I can't take you. Say, Nick, don't people usually put pictures of fish up on the wall to boast about them? Yeah, I guess so. You mean the pictures of the fish they caught, right? Right, but don't all these fish on the wall here look really puny to you? Well, you know what to say. You should have seen the one that got away. Except the one that got away from us was the caretaker. And we did see him. Did he just leave his breakfast out? What's this? Everything's cold. Looks like he didn't turn his heater on. I guess he hasn't been back here since the trial. I just went into the same place. Sorry. Yeah, there's not a lot to do in WAD right now. So I probably would be hesitant on resubbing. I was kind of interested in the 6.2 patch, maybe to get back into raiding, but we're leveling on Alliance for like the first time ever, and it's taking a really long time. But maybe by the time we get to 6.2 content, there'll be more information and then nothing to do for a couple months. Let's go to the public beach. And we can't go there. I guess we're done for now. Let's go... I guess we'll go to Grossberg since we got that letter. Grossbergs. Guess we won't be going to Grossbergs. ... You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I really don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 4th grade? Lunch money? Oh. Alright. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Well, I guess I'm glad you didn't say the real reason. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple to a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. ... Perhaps. Hey, check this thing out. This is probably really important. I'm gonna show it to everyone. Oh. One day. Why isn't there just like a present button when you go in? I mean, maybe there's situations where you can't present. So there's the court record thing. Okay. It'd just be nice if it was there. If contextually you could present evidence. But this is fine too. Edgeworth, see this letter? Huh. This came out of the safe in the shack at the boat rental caretaker lives. Didn't read that right. I see. Huh. Revenge on me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, Wright. But I don't remember that old man, not at all. So he's following this letter then. Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is your time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. 2 men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says this is your last chance. We're playing on Alliance now. I made a human paladin. I kind of regret not making a Draenei paladin, but you know what? That's a lot of time I already put in on it, so rip. That human racial is just so good and useful. Maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled.
Help, I can't breathe.
Quiet! I said quiet, you're not making this any easier.
I want to get out. Help, get us out.
Don't shout, you'll use up more oxygen. That's what that means, right? Exclamation mark? You just go at the end of your sentences. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in the hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court, and Yogi was found innocent. Huh. But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would we want to take revenge on you? Dun, dun, dun. Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed. A memory of murder. What server are we on? We're on Sargeras, which is like the biggest Alliance server right now. It's really cool just like seeing people playing the game. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark.
Help, I can't breathe.
Quiet! I said quiet, you're not making this any easier.
I want to get out. Help, get us out.
Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen.
I can't breathe. You're using up all the air.
What?
Stop breathing my air.
I'll stop you. Ah, what? I'm just not gonna say anything else now. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I picked up the pistol. Hey, Steve. And with that scream, I awake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. ... But that's just a dream, right? Right? ... That thought is the only thing that's kept me sane for these last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why you wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean it was me? I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe... There is, Nick! Who could it be? I bet it's Larry! It was Polly, you're right. I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. My father was taken from me and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, that man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. And he had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, it would have probably been better if I read those first. We'll just skim through these, because they're not going to make a lot of sense now. After what he said. And this is basically all the same stuff. Started to hate defense attorneys. Okay. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life. He's obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken, none were left unsolved, and not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth, if what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. Okay. So can I go see Grossberg now? I really want to go back and get Missile, but I don't think I'm gonna get Missile. How long has this stream been up? About 45 minutes. Not too long. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father? It's only a dream, only a dream! I wonder... What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, hmm? Well... Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep, he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real. As you imagine, Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. No! Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. Survival hunters are going to be melee oriented? When did they say that? I really miss like the old survival hunters. And I don't know when they got rid of them, but I played that shit in vanilla and I loved it. It was so not that good, but it was fun. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, my FA. My sister. Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost. And died in despair, as it were. I see. It was Cataclysm that theory moved it. Huh. I think I only ever got my 100 to about 45. The grind was just so bad in vanilla that I just stopped playing. A spirit medium. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Faye. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. And that was from Misty Faye. Yet, Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems that the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. WoW has a cash shop, but it's like full of mounts. And pets. It's just like full of cosmetic junk. And there's not really that much. It's you'd think that they like be shoving that stuff out, but they haven't really posted a whole lot. Well, check this shit out. Oh, again, wrong section. Oh yeah, you can buy a level 90 boost. Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. Huh? His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his clients found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. You'll understand soon enough. Dot, dot, dot. Wait. What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Can you ever get a companion in a while or something similar to a minion or a follower? I mean, in Warlords of Draenor, they give you that. I mean, I never used it much, but yeah, you can get a follower to like follow you around, just like a pet that will fight for you. I just never used it. Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma. Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was correct. Manfred von Karma himself. What does this mean then? Why would von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? If it truly was von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. But how could von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I don't know. Yet I do know that von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago today. Today. Even today, I really need to go to the restroom. I drank that entire cup of water. I was so excited to drink from my new cup that I drank way too much. So I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Hello. Yeah, sorry, we had to turn off links because there's like a ton of bots and it's really bad right now. Maybe when things calm down, I'll turn them back on, but yeah, right now it's sub only. Let's see. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court and Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial, but Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence. It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow! This is the final court case in the original game. There is a court case following this one though, so there's one more in the DS version. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in many years of prosecuting. That was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a bit. Odd, if he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma is going to bring up DL6, you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, even Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. Sorry, I just had to get out of there to get to somewhere else. There we go. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for that old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. Wait, is this the exact same thing? He's staying out like looking for someone? Sounds like Dick's Gumshoe's pounding payment for real. I mean, it's like, oh, okay, here we go. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, now I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma's in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yeah, he just arrived actually. What's the worst that could happen? Nick, let's hurry. Yes, no one is here. Not that man at the back, not that man on the left. What if we just kill Von Karma in the evidence room? No one's here. No one will notice. Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. On Karma. But he did leave a drawer open. And I bet he took everything we needed. Huh. Why the drawers are here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says, Unsolved Cases Evidence. Huh. Unsolved Cases. Nick! The file for DL6, it's completely empty. What? Objection! What are you doing in here? You. How do you know my name? What? Have we met? What are you saying? Damn. We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon, you see. I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed. Oh, okay. That's nice. What do you got under your arm there, huh? Dot dot dot. Why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Oh, okay, cool. Tomorrow will be the last day of the trial. That is a fact. It will be. We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. This seems like the worst possible idea. Let's do it. And I did it wrong again. Third time today. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. Dot dot dot! Exclamation point. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick! What is that thing? Ah, poop. A stun gun. For self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000? Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now, give me the letter.
No.
Oh, dude, he zapped my, rip. You should've ran, dude. Like... The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues. Wait. Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya! Dot dot dot. Maya, open your eyes! Dot dot dot. Maya! Okay, she's not dead. The letter. Did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Huh? Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident, evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. To be continued. And that's the end of the stream tonight. Thank you for watching. Alright, dude, here we are. The final trial, at least in the original game. Today, things are gonna get settled at last. A lot of things. What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too far. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge? Right, good idea. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth? Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear, as promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm gonna prove it. The court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. Oh! The prosecution is ready, huh? Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Hi, Arthur. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. Okay, well, let's begin. Why I left court?
I'm really sorry about leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands very well.
He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm gonna prove it. I'd call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you're in danger. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do. Then why did you leave? Okay. Food?
Well, Polly's a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown.
But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack?
Well, I kinda got lost, you see. Bruh, 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 bruh.
Does the judge ever get replaced in the series? Because he really should be. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct?
Yep. Seems like it.
Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, huh? You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. Well, can you connect the mic to the emulator and yell things? You can, but I don't know how. And we're pretty much done, so no, I won't be doing that. But you can, if you want to. I'd be afraid that it would go off like every time I spoke, which would be, I don't know. I don't know how good the DS voice detection is. I also just say all the time. How can you say that you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. Well... might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack of thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said that he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness's name. It's Gregory Edgeworth, back from the grave. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi, from the DL6 incident. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. How do you propose to prove this to the court? Well, It's okay, it's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on the file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. Except the file was stolen. So I don't know what to do about that, huh? Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness, oh my god, has no fingerprints. What? No fingerprints?
I see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working the stuff. Yep.
What? Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we'll not be able to prove his identity. There has to be another way. I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Perhaps you'd like to cross-examine the parrot for a little comic relief. Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine the parrot? What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to... Your Honor. The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Okay, that's what we'll be doing. Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Do you need to even ask? This is a farce. I object. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please, be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Well, I guess we'll do it. Yeah, sure. I mean, what's gonna happen? What's the worst that could happen? We get yelled at and Edgeworth goes to jail forever? Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. ... Name. ... The witness is ignoring me. Ahem. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us. Dot dot dot.
Hello, hello, Squawk.
So do I get to cross-examine that? Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. Right. What are you gonna do, Nick? I don't know. Do I get to cross-examine the dot dot dots? Oh no, just the hello hello part. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right, what do I say? What's your name? Polly, what's your name?
Polly, Squawk.
Mr. Wright, I think we've established that the parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with the owner's identity? No, it doesn't. Remember, 2 days ago. Polly, have we forgotten something?
Squawk. Don't forget DL6, Squawk.
If I can get Polly to say that here, that'll prove the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Dot dot dot.
Hello, Squawk.
That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot something we forgot?
Hello, Squawk.
Uh-oh. Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond if we asked anything we'd forgotten? If we'd forgotten anything? Huh? The safe why? I don't know. Let's just try it. Polly, what was the safe number in the shack?
1228. 1228. Squawk.
My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you're not claiming the number has something to do with the caretaker. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha! Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link the number to the caretaker's true identity? Link this number. Well, wait, where's it at? Oh, shit. We don't have it. Oh, no. We don't have the thing. We no longer have it. Oh, we're so screwed. I just forgot. Oh no. Oh, okay. The DL6 case file. Oh! One, 2, 2, 8. You're so right. I just like pressed it. I was like, oh my god, I don't have anything to do, so let's just do it. Yep. What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in the file is something relating to the safe number? I think that was in your case summary, right? Yep, case summary. It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident? December 28th? Why, that's today's date. 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to date. I set my ATM card's number to 0001. Because I'm number 1. This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing. We should need some other corroborating evidence. Okay. Let me check the case file again and see what we can get out of that. Okay. Gregory Edgeworth, age 35, defense attorney, trapped in the elevator. His child, son. 1 bullet found in heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Suspect data: Yanni Yogi, court bailiff, trapped with the Edgeworths. Memory lost due to oxygen deprivation. After the arrest, fiancée Polly Jenkins commits suicide. Yes, it does. Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he's Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor. The proof that the pair's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... That's not the one. There we go. DL6 case file. That's quite a large file you have there. Which passage is this proof on, then? Suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed. It does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly. Exactly, Your Honor. He remembered the name of his fiancée who committed suicide. That's why he named this parrot after her. I see. I guess it is possible. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Witness. Tell us your name. Wait. This witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think, finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Yanni Yogi. So it was you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond. He said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancée, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived, a letter, and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, I had a chance, I have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Von Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent. In this case, at least. Huh. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of your suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Not guilty! Hooray! Hooray! That is all. The court is adjourned. Did someone say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means no. Edgeworth. Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I am not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick. Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's gonna say he's guilty. He's gonna tell him he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's gonna tell them he killed his own dad. I guess we'll raise an objection. The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. Okay. For 15 years, I have had a reoccurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. This is clearly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitation runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action. Court is adjourned. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, pal. I mean, you kill your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy. Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case for what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. Then I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I don't think that's something you'd want to say. No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was gonna happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Hi, Whopper-chan. Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth, I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream? We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. The same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Whew. All right. What was the trial your father was involved in on that day? I don't remember things very clearly. Only 2 things. I know my father lost and Mr. Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney. Mr. Von Karma, you were handling that case? It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details. That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence. So, there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator? Yes, myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first, but then as time passed and no one came to help. What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then... what was it? A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. And you picked it up. What happened next? I picked it up and I threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. Did you know that it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous, but the air was getting so thick, I panicked. So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi? I was in a daze. The gun fired once? Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot, that horrible scream. The scream. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I am sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream, then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. But that doesn't make sense. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence, unless you can tell us what page it's on. I don't remember which page it's on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Victim data. Look at the victim data in this file. It says quite plainly the murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired the second shot? Your Honor, I am sure you're aware. This incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when the second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot was fired, or the other shot fired had something to do with this case? Yeah. Here we go. Your Honor, I think you'll be able to I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karma. Save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to the incident? Look at this photograph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photograph proves it. So let me get this straight. This photograph proves 2 shots were fired. Yeah, you can post a link if you want. If it does have spoilers in it, just mark it as spoilers. That's fine. Right? As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see. A bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by the shot of the pistol. Yet there's also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired the second shot. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember the defendant lost consciousness after the first shot rang out? In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. The second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter, the whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. Okay. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It's highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So, all we have is a single bullet fired. I'm afraid that I have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? An objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick. If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else, who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick. Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention. Yes, I did. Oh no. He's confessing. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here, right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying. My mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. I have an objection. Your Honor, I object. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Nick. I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh no. It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist? But where? Someone took it. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait. Your Honor. The second bullet. It exists. What? But we've heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. The murderer? Oh, then tell us. Who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet. Why would he? Huh? First of all, how would he have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? The murderer didn't need it. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for the stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright? Yeah, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take the bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? Well, for instance what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer. The bullet hit the murderer. Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know. Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's what really happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murder, the murderer himself was shot, and then he left the second bullet still inside, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime? Yes. I guess that's how it would work, yeah. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from the elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from the outside. Yeah. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot possibly deny you, or deny the possibility of what you said. What are you saying? Deny it. Deny it. No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for that man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean... it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Oh. Should I come out and say it now? Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. What? Von Karma. Von Karma? You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, sitting right here. Bah! You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Reading is so hard. I am so sorry. Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took... You know what, So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Ugh. Nick. Let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth. I know Von Karma. Perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. ... Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. But where? Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Well, fortunately, we didn't pick missile. Yeah. Alright, Von Karma. I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how much... I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... our metal detector. Von Karma's perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then, I ask, where's that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm gonna run this over you and see what we find. I refuse. You refuse. But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you? Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitation runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know. But we have to get but we have to give it a shot. He reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma. You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen. And so, I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is you who must prove something here, Mr. Wright. Not I. Mr. Wright, well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Oh boy, can I ever. Of course he can. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No. I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. One day away from freedom. You see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would have dug your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. Is that the... yeah. There you go. Take that! That's... a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both the bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, will you let us remove the bullet from your shoulder? Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Mr. Von Karma? So, it was you. You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record, and you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands.
was careless. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge. What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. It appears we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. Yeah, we did it again! That is all. The court is adjourned. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try thank you. I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome? I think you could have done better than that. Sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. Dear. Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth? You should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Whoop. I
feel foolish. Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey y'all! Lana! Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo Edgeworth, congrats! Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lana? Who, me? Well, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick. I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Beyonce. She's gonna live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Larry. Yo, Edgy! Hey, you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy! Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Hairy butts! You come along too. My tree, pal. Huh? Thanks? Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah, what's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah. That's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh. What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. 38 exactly. Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money? Oh my goodness. That was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? 38. No. No! Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, Wright? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored. He came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I was never good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying that you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right. You may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, right. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, huh? Edgeworth. You shouldn't have told me. You should have told me. Now, Nick. It was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitation has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, I call you goody two-shoes to the extreme. Yeah, but you get worked up too easy, too. Death. The death sentence for both of you. Man, if I had only known, I'd have become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney, after all. Edgeworth. Wanna switch, Wright? Hey y'all, line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go. After that, dinner on me. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom. Words are hard now, although Edgeworth was still in detention. September 29th. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh. It's only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you. But I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Goodbye? What time is it? The first trains for the mountains have already left. To the station! I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick. Maya. So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Wait. What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister. Yeah, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you're the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. It's Polly. No, even better, it's my badge. I'm not gonna do it. I feel too bad. A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken the evidence pertaining to DLC. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm gonna complete my training and come back. Okay. I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, bye. Bye. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins, with the same old crazy cast of characters. And there we go. That's Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. A really fantastic game. I got really lucky because I thought the Maya case from the second game was in this one, and I was afraid that I'd cry like a baby during the stream. So, we have that to look forward to in the next game. But that's not it. There's one more case for this game, but I'm not gonna start it tonight. It's kind of late. I don't know, that seems like a really good place to end it on. And then we'll finish up, well, start tomorrow. It's a really, really long case if I remember correctly. Yes, up next is Duck Dynasty. After Phoenix Wright, which will probably take another 2 days. I completely forgot about Pain. I'll be playing Tex Murphy. And then some other stuff. I'll stream the next 2 games soonish, but I need to finish the other games first. The other games on Adventure Month. Oh no, the Duck Dynasty game's awful. that was a joke. I'm not actually gonna play that. I streamed a little bit of a long time ago, and it's a really bad game. It's not fun at all. It's like the only thing good about it are the cutscenes, and the gameplay to get to those cutscenes are really bad. So no. And this is coming from the guy that struggled his way through Gabriel Knight 2. And I thought that was a good game. In comparison, Duck Dynasty is an awful game. Okay, just making sure. I want to make sure that everyone knows I'm not going to play Duck Dynasty. But yeah, I'd like to play 2. I've never finished 3. I've never played any Apollo Justice games. I haven't played the Edgeworth game. I haven't played Dual Destinies. I haven't played Phoenix Wright vs. Layton. Those are all games that I have not played, and I'm not sure why. I absolutely love this game. It's probably one of my favorite games ever. But I just stopped playing them. saw that Apollo Justice was in Dual Destinies, so I didn't know if it was required to play it to know what was going on. But, yeah. Wins High School Dreams. Oh. If I get through the other games that I had planned, sure. High School Dreams it is. The High School Dreams mobile sequel? Wait, that actually came out? High School Dreams? What? Oh my goodness, it is a real thing. Oh gosh. It is! There's Chuck. Oh. A brand new episode has been added. And then we get Rise from the Ashes, which we'll play tomorrow, not tonight. So I will be going now. Thanks for sticking with me. I had a really fun time, but I am going to go. I'll see if anyone's streaming and I'll host them, and I'll run some ads too, so if you want to watch those, stick around. But I'm also hosting someone, so there might be more streams to come. Anyways, so long.